Throughout the eons, in every age of gaming, there is that one game that didn't quite break records or have a massive marketing scheme with it, but somehow wound up into nearly everyone's collection. Xbox had Gun, Nintendo Wii had whatever the fuck all this was, PlayStation had Legends of Dragoon, oh how I adore thee. Dreamcast had that was a little mean, I'm sorry. And far back, the NES had this little gem, Blaster Master, created by some guys at Sunsoft who went, hey, you know that Metroid game that was kinda snazzy even though it looked, played, and sounded like ass? Why don't we make that but all that aforementioned shit be better? Blaster Master is, at its core, your basic jump and shoot man, but with a car. And a few isometric areas, filled to the brim with exploration, fun, albeit annoying as hell bosses to defeat, and the greatest thing to ever grace any video game, unlimited rapid-fire grenade launcher. This is what you use to kill bosses. Fuck, this is what you use to kill everything. Wave beam, fuck you, I got nades. Naturally, a game like this would sell back in the year of our Yopon 1988, and would go on to make a sequel or 2 or 3 or 5. Some of which were very confusing since Japan decided that their release would get one name while America would get another, because, you know, that's never been a straight dick in the eye now, has it? After a while and some poor reception of their later offerings, all would go silent on this majestic series, and little would be heard about it for many, many years. But then... somewhere over at a group called Inti Creates, creators and publishers of things like Azure Strike Gunvolt, fuck that's a mouthful, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, as well as some offerings they're not so great, things like Galgun and Mighty Number 9, but they do have some good games under their belt, so we shouldn't count them out. Just, yeah, wait, what is that? What am I hearing? Jesus Tea-drinking Christ, this is gonna be fucking amazing. So with this library of experience under their belt, I am firm in the belief that the pitch meeting simply was them walking in, whipping out their 6-foot cock and slamming it down on Sunsoft's desk, going, your IP, give it, I got a 55-gallon drum full of weeb extra concentrate out back to dip it in. And thus Blaster Master Zero was born. I'm not knocking it, I get to play my childhood again, but holy Christ, this thing drips with more anime than hotel sheets after a cosplay convention. The changes from the original are not insignificant. The weapons have been changed up to be more varied, so instead of pew, long pew, curved pew, and fuck you beam, now you get short pew, long pew, piercing, shotgun, rapid fire, reflect, electric doodad, what rips even bosses apart, mo-fucking flamethrower, and the fuck you beam. Each of these connect to certain enemies and put them into a stun state, which brings me to a serious con, the difficulty. This is far from Babby's first platformer, but I remember having such difficulty with the original series that to this day, I haven't beaten it. I'm fairly certain that China uses the ice area boss as a form of torture, but thanks to enemy weaknesses, an increased health pool, and some new sub-weapons, I can clear this with no problem, and we all know how bad I am at video games. Let's reload! Ow! The story has been slightly modified. Let's just go through the intro a little bit, even though I'm going to be showing it off as soon as we actually start this thing up, because it explains a little more than I do. You are a random hoe named Jason. You are the genius Jason Frudnik with expertise in robotics. You found Frog. Froggo in terrarium. Frog named Fred. You find this strange creature what has never been seen before by man. Naturally, you pop that motherfucker into an isolation tank for study of, possible waifu traits. For the fuck of it, you name it Fred. Oh no! Fred escapes, runs outside, and touches a random box of toxic waste that you have poking out of your back lawn for some unknown fucking reason. It embiggens to the size of a Volvo and tunnels underground. Somehow, in a sealed container, this little creature gets out, hippity-hops its green ass outside, and makes a fucking wormhole into the abyss out of nothing, and hops right on into it. You decide to climb down after the giant frog, what could eat small children in a single bite, cause yeah, for sure, fuck it. And you come across a very oddly colored battle tank. You dive dick first into the abyssal wormhole without a second thought, story of my life, only to find on the other side a battle tank with the largest overcompensation cannon that was clearly ripped off the side of an aircraft carrier. There is a suit inside. It fits. Well, time to go find my frog. You find inside an overly designed suit complete with helmet fins, and a gun that is bigger than you. What strange world is this? Let us explore! This ain't Akira. Fuck, this ain't even a fairy tale. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Your anime is trash. Get over it. But the gameplay hits all of the right buttons to overshadow it. And it gets better-ish as the game goes on. As the games go on. But none of that BS. Let's get blasted.